Hello, 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 oh hello. So, I've feeling drawn to do a card reading today. Just to tune into the current energies of what's going on. You know, Mercury retrograde and all that sort of stuff that's been happening. And the energies of things that are going on around the planet, the things that are trying to keep people, trying to keep their vibration low, the fear, the worry, the being concerned about not being able to heat their homes, feed themselves, feed their families. You know, it's all a game. And the reason why this game is being played is it's being played because systems are breaking down, and systems need to break down for new direction, for new growth, for new beginnings. And this is where we need to focus our energy, our light, not thinking about the worry, the stress, the fear, the desperation, not thinking about that, because there's enough people worrying about that and thinking about that. So we've got to, as a collective of healers, of light workers, of empaths, sensitives, psychics, whatever your field, Wiccans, warlocks, whatever your field may be, then we need to focus on our energies on raising this vibration as high as we can. And by raising our own vibration, that will have a collective effect on the planet and on humanity itself. So where we're going to go with this today, so I'm going to do some tarot cards, and I'm going to pull some oracle cards. So the oracle cards that I'm using are from The Sacred Forest by Denise Lynn, and the tarot is The Modern Witch by Lisa Stern, something like that. I can't remember her name. Lisa Stirl, that's it. Yeah, sorry Lisa. So let's just tune into what's happening, global energies, and what people need to do to get through these current times. Global energies and what people need to do to deal with these times. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from this. Interesting. Thank you. So at the bottom of the deck we've got enlightenment. Which is something I think everyone can relate to on some degree that come to this channel and watch other channels like mine. This journey of awakening, of ascension, of energy, of healing. So the first card that came out was Daffodil Fairy, which was about new beginnings. The second card we got was Bluebell Fairy, and this is about gratitude. And the third card was Wizard of the Woods, and this is about focus. So for me, the messages that's coming through from these cards, as I was saying before I pulled any cards, about old systems breaking down and new systems beginning, new systems coming in. And this isn't going to be an immediate thing. This is something that's going to take a long time. And again, like I was saying before, it's about our frequency, our vibration, how we react to situations. And that's where this card comes in, gratitude. Reacting to situations with gratitude rather than with fear or with worry. Putting out a higher vibrational feeling and being grateful for anything that you may be going through, anything that you may be feeling. And you probably think, and anyone that may be not on this path might be thinking, what the hell are you talking about? The world's going crazy, the world's going crackers, people don't know if they're going to be able to feed themselves, heat the homes, do this, do that. And this is where we need to have clarity of mind, we need to have awareness. And the more and this is where focus comes in, the more awareness that we have within these situations, the better we can actually look at ourselves, look at our lives, take analysis, take stock of our lives. You may need to trim down, you may need to cut the cloth where it suits. And these are other little things that you can do within life. It's stuff that I've done, we've done here. We've had to cut the cloth to suit to make sure that things are going to be okay. And some people may not have that cloth to cut, to make things suit. But being aware of that and knowing about it and feeling it, you can actually give gratitude for that situation that you're in. Because even though you may be feeling that you haven't got enough, you haven't got the financial freedom or whatever, the fact that you're focusing your energy into those areas is creating more of lack, a lack of abundance. And abundance comes in so many different forms. So yes, you may not be financially well off or whatever, or you may not believe that you are, but in other areas of your life, friendships, loved ones, connections, there will be so much more to be grateful for within your life, to help your vibration, to help you get through these times. And there will always be people around you that will be able to help, be able to alleviate times of distress, times of worry. And although we talk about being in the present moment, we can look forward to new things in the future. So if we focus our energies just on what's happening in the negative side of things rather than the positive, you're not going to bring any new energy in, you're not going to have any new beginnings. It's going to be a constant roller coaster of being trapped in a loop, or feeling like you're just on this hamster wheel. And that's something that's very, very clever about the other side of things, of the system. When you step away from it and you don't become involved with it, you don't become involved with politics, you don't vote, you don't support any sort of leaders, you realize that you're actually you are your own power, you are your own presence, and you are the creator of everything that you can be. And understanding that and knowing that and feeling that and having that energy around you is an amazing, powerful place to be, because you will feel unstoppable. You will feel like no force can bring you down. And we'll all have days where we will go through the motions, we will go up and down. That's again, I mentioned this in quite a few videos lately, that's all part of life. Life has a great way, and the universe has a great way of testing us, of seeing how far we've truly come within our journey. And I still get tested I'm not always all peaced out and zen. Things trigger me, and I know that whatever triggers me is something that I need to look at and I need to heal. But I know that, and I understand that. And when you start to understand that and feel that, you know that there are new beginnings ahead, because once you start to heal that and level up and release it and realize what it is, you invite new energy in. So that's all about new beginnings. When you invite the new energy in, something new happens. You give it gratitude, and being aware, staying in the focus, staying in the now, staying in the present moment. You will feel much more centered. You'll feel much higher of vibration within your awareness when you focus on that feeling of the now, of the new beginnings, of the gratitude, and really tuning into that energy. And I spoke to somebody at work the other day, and I was serving them on one of the counters, and they'd said they were talking about prices and what have you, and I said, oh yeah, I said it's a tricky time for everyone, you know. And she said, yeah, but she said, we'll get through it, we'll be fine, we'll get through it, you know. And I thought, you know what, that's a really that's the way everyone needs to look at these situations. And the more you watch the media, and the more you tune into that and feed off that that vibration of worry, of distress, of fear, of panic, of what's going to happen, how we're going to get around this, how we're going to resolve this, and having all these huge amounts of money thrown at us to try and like calculate. And the more you calculate it, the more you think about it, it puts you into this whirlpool of despair, of worry and lower vibrations. You know, like I say, once you step away from that and you look at things from an outer perspective, rather than being blinkered and stuck in the middle of it, you can see it for what it really is. And it really is, and I say this every time, it is just a distraction, it's a divide, and it's something that is created for those very purposes, for the distraction, for the divide, for the splits within the community, because they know what's happening around the planet, and they know what's happening with the awakening process and what's happening with people. And this is where the enlightenment card comes in at the bottom of the pack. You know, this is, people are seeing this, people are now finally starting to see that there is something going on. They may not be sure totally what it is, but they can feel it, and people are starting to tune into that, because everybody is awakening, everybody is ascending to a new vibration, because the planet, nature, the universe, it's all going through a vibrational energetic shift, and all life will feel that, because everything is energy. So that's what I'm getting from them three. So that's the current situations with regards to the energy from those cards. So what can we do from the tarot? What can we do? What can we do individually moving forward? See, America seems to be very quiet at the minute. There doesn't seem to be a lot going on over there. It all seems to be focused on the UK and the Russia-Ukrainian thing, which again is another manipulation, the way that the media is putting it out there. But there's something much bigger behind the scenes going on. Three cards have just jumped out there when I was talking about that, when I was talking about the things that are going on. And I talked about not a lot going on in America, but seems to be a lot going on here and in the East. And the 2 of Wands jumped out. For me, that looks like it's somebody that's looking across. It is somebody that's looking across water. And they're just waiting for, it's almost as if like they're waiting for a message, or we're waiting for a message to come across from across the pond, from across the water. Because she's also there, she's also got a mobile phone in her hand, and she's holding one stick up, but the other stick is holding itself up. So maybe people are feeling unstable right now, and this is why we need to use tools to keep grounded. So she's using a stick to keep grounded, but we can use so many other tools to keep grounded. And trying to step away from the mobile devices a little bit. I know it's because in the modern world we're all stuck on mobile devices because that's the way the world turns. But just trying to step away from a little bit and reduce that time, because what I feel when I'm creating or making videos, it almost feels like it is affecting my third eye, and it's affecting my crown, because after maybe watching a few videos, I'm feeling the effect energetically on me. So stepping away from that a little bit and just reducing that time would be beneficial for us. As I was saying before, so especially with the media, mainstream media, if we're tuned into that and we've got the news on or whatever, morning, noon, and night, and people are tuning into that and just absorbing this, for the small amount of time that I use any form of media, social media, putting posts out, the majority of the time when I'm putting stuff out, it's just for my channel, for my social media, but occasionally I will look at other things, and that's when I feel this drain on the third eye, and I feel this pull, and it's almost like I'm being sucked into that device. And I've said before in previous videos about the media and devices being parasitic, and they are parasitic. It is a parasitic energy that is used to control and lower your vibration and suck you in to that. So keeping grounded and stepping away from all that is the first message for definite. And don't be too distracted. So when we in the oracle cards we had focus, we had the wizard. So don't be too distracted by looking for an answer elsewhere. Look within for your answers. That's something else that I'm feeling from that card. Interesting. So the next one was 5 of Cups. So this kind of ties in a little bit with what I was saying before about new beginnings and people feeling as though they're struggling, they're having a hard time, and they may have lost something, but we also need to be grateful for what we've still got. So this is where it ties in with that gratitude card. Really being grateful for what you have, and maybe taking some time just to tune into yourself, go into your presence, go into your awareness. I mean, she's wearing like black, so she's wearing quite a dark colour, so that loss is making you feel low, making you feel like you're in a low vibration. And she's so fixated on the loss that she can't see what's behind her, what she's still got. So that is a really, really, when you look at that is really, really powerful. She's so fixated, if you can see that, she's so fixated looking down at what she's lost, but can't see what she's still got. And that is all about gratitude. That really, really is. And take off the dark clothes. Wear more colour. And it almost looks like as though that bridge is sinking into the water. How strange that I noticed that there. So maybe there's a connection somewhere with somebody where maybe that's where that loss is for somebody, that they've lost someone, and that is because of this connection, so this bridge. So it doesn't have to be an actual physical bridge, it could be an energetic connection, it could be a friend connection, it could be a relationship connection. So there could be that loss there. But just turn around, change your focus, and look at what you already have within your life, and focus on the gratitude, and give gratitude for that, and for that situation, and for being able to turn your focus to something new. And turning your focus to something new and give gratitude creates the magician, and you can become the alchemist. You can bring light into your life. You can bring so much healing, not just to yourself, but to humanity, to the collective of humanity. You can wave the wand and look at that colour. Look at all that beautiful colour, the purples, the reds, the white, the pinks, the yellow, so bright, so vibrant, compared to the blacks, the loss, the darkness. Turn around, focus on what you really, really have within your life, and become the magician. Because we can. We really, really can. If we want to, if we really want to, we want to work on our energy, we can bring that light in one by one, for humanity, for the collective, for the planet, for the universe, because we're all God, we're all source, we're all connected, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be, and a beautiful transition. So we've got new beginnings. We need to focus on gratitude, giving light out. We need to focus, we need to concentrate on our awareness. We need to keep grounded, we need to step away from media. We need to look at what we've got, and be grateful for what we've got within our lives. We may need to cut our losses. That's another message that's just coming in there. We may need to cut our losses. So maybe that loss is something that we're having to do. Like I was saying before about cutting your cloth, you may need to remove something from your life which has been a luxury. You may need to get rid of a car, you may need to start cycling, you may need to walk, whatever, because these are all cleaner, newer ways of living. And then become the alchemist, become the magician, and bring all this love, light, this amazing energy from source, from each of us, to the collective, and to humanity, and to the earth. Wow, powerful. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Like and follow for more. Oh, that's TikTok. Subscribe and like, bing, share if you've enjoyed it as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Much love. Love and light to each and every one of you. Take care, and bye for now.